Oh boy, here we go. Come on, let me just get to the right. Here it is. Oh no, where'd my game go? There it is. Hello. Welcome back. Hello, Urgot. Hello, Kiraimu. No, this is not Balnark 7. Believe me, I wish there was a Balnark 7. Now we're gonna be playing Pokemon Crystal version, and you see that adorable looking onion thing on the right side of the screen? That's gonna be my starter Pokemon. Because for far too long, we're starting a new game here. For far too long, people have slandered Chikorita and said that it is a terrible starter Pokemon. And I'm here to prove that Chikorita is not a terrible starter Pokemon. Johto is just really, really mean to grass types. It is now 8:07. I will not be streaming Legends ZA. God, I have so many things I could say about Legends ZA and none of it's good, so I really don't want to talk about that game. Like, I genuinely have nothing good to say. Apparently its sales are also garbage compared to the Legends Arceus sales, which makes sense. Some people are starting to realize that that Pokemon is just treating us like shit. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. So we want to talk about happy things, like Chikorita. We like Chikorita. Also, I would not be streaming Legends ZA. I would be playing it in my free time. And also, even if I was streaming it, I wouldn't be streaming that. I would be streaming Digimon Storytime Strangers, which is a much better game. Nah, I'm not. I did not buy ZA. I don't trust. Legends ZA doesn't look good to me at all. Some of the megas don't look that great, in my opinion. No, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Mega Meganium is pretty cool. That is true. Oh boy. Okay, so the first struggle here. There's no potions, right? Okay, potions are a generation 1 and 3 thing. The first struggle we're gonna have, other than Mom talking to me right now. Professor Elma's looking for me. I get it's supposed to look like Ultraman, but I still think that the design is super simplistic. It is Tuesday. Now here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put that it's Tuesday. I will probably be catching Lapras because I might put Lapras on my team. I just want you guys to know that if I do keep Lapras on my team, I will have to catch it off screen, which I will do. Actually, I don't have time this Friday. I'm not gonna be home this Friday. How am I gonna do this? Correct, it is Friday only, but I'm not home on Friday. I'm working and then I'm going straight to my girlfriend's place from there, so I'm not gonna be home on Friday. So if I make it Tuesday in game right now, I'm straight up not getting that Lapras. If, however, we make it Wednesday in the game, then on Thursday it'll be Friday in game. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do everything. Yes. Is that an Earthbound reference? Mega Starmie is a Ultraman reference, I think, is what people have been saying, which is fine. I don't really mind it being a reference to an old Japanese like cartoon, but if they're gonna make a design that's simplistic for a Mega, and then go around and then come right back at us and be like, oh, we can't come up with a design for Mega Flygon. It's like, yeah, you can. You can absolutely come up with. There's no way that a design for Mega Flygon would be worse than what you guys did with Mega Starmie. I'm sorry. Mega Starmie is so simplistic that it would be so easy to make a Mega Flygon design that's slightly less simplistic than that Mega Starmie design. They took Mega Starmie's 2 legs and extended them out. That's it. They could have literally done whatever they wanted to with Flygon. No, it is definitely Tuesday. If it was Wednesday, I would have started streaming an hour ago. Now, I will warn you guys. I'm going to warn you guys that the game is going to get sped up a lot right now because it's not as simple as grabbing a Chikorita. I'm going to start recording this. Here, I want you to raise one of the Pokemon containing these balls. Okay. Alright, where's our baby? There it is. We're not picking it. Hold on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna save the game first. We're gonna save the game first. Very important. Now we can try. Now we can grab our Chikorita. I think it's a great Pokemon too. I agree. This is a great Pokemon. We're not gonna nickname it or anything. We're not doing nicknames here. Thanks for your phone number, bro. Here's the problem now. There is a 7 in 8 chance that this is not the Chikorita we'll be using. Because I need something very specific. This is a male Chikorita, no good. Reset. And if the game looks like it's moving really fast like that, it's because I'm speeding it up. And it's going to tell me to reset the time every time, which is fun. Statistically speaking, we might have to do this 8 whole times. Statistically speaking, anything can happen, and I just got it on my second try. We're good. I didn't realize I could also check it in the nickname section. I learned something. No, I'm not nicknaming them. No nicknames. On the bright side, though. Guys, I just want you to know, I don't want to spoil too much. I'm specifically going for female Chikorita for a very, very important reason. I don't care what the DVs are right now. I don't care about anything other than the fact that this Chikorita is female. Okay, that's all we care about right now. Don't get too emotionally attached to this exact Chikorita. This is not the Chikorita we are going to be using for the entire run. Probably save the game. I say this because we are going to have a different Chikorita later in the run. I will not elaborate. I will not elaborate. Yeah, obviously I'm going to put it in the daycare. God, it's like you guys didn't watch my Crystal... Not Crystal, it's like you guys didn't watch my video about Whitney at all. I explained... No, wait, not Whitney, the other one. What's the other one? Claire. It's like you guys didn't watch my video about Claire. Hey, hero. I'm gonna not speed up the game as much as possible. I could have nicknamed her. It's too late now. Also, I don't know that the name Mother Pear could fit. Also, you guys are gonna love the strategy that I came up with for the first gym. So, this is going to be a video on YouTube where I'm going to discuss why I think Chikorita is not actually as bad of a starter as people think. This is why I have the stats on the screen. We're gonna go gym by gym and like kind of go over how Chikorita performs in each gym, and obviously the first 2 gyms being flying and bug type, Chikorita does not perform well in those 2 gyms. So I'm gonna have to explain what I came up with as a alternate strategy to using Chikorita, because obviously you just straight up can't rely only on Chikorita. I mean, you can if you over level it. I'm not gonna do that though. Yeah, I will not be playing Legends ZA. I have seen it, and I'm not that. For starters, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I know people have been saying for a really long time that Pokemon needs a real-time battle system. I never thought that that was the case. I think that Legends ZA, for what they did, is extremely overpriced. Apparently they only spent like $13 million on developing it, which is literal nothing for them. Heart Gold Soul Silver is objectively the best way to play Gen 2. I know I'm playing Crystal version right now, but genuinely you do want to play Heart Gold Soul Silver. Those games are incredible. Yeah, I mean, I personally, I never thought that Pokemon needed a real-time battle system, so I'm not interested in that. I am totally fine with turn-based fighting games, which is why I actually enjoy, like, Pokemon's always been turn-based fighting, so I never minded that. Digimon Story is the same thing, it's turn-based fighting, that's what I like about that game. There was a Digimon game that was, yeah, but that's the thing, Hero. It's not bad controversy. The fact of the matter is, Legend CA is not a good game. I don't know why. Oh, I guess to heal. I don't even think that it's bad controversy. The game itself is not great. It's not well polished. People that are playing on Switch 1 have been having a lot of issues. I've seen people playing the game, and the game, like the assets on the walls, like, first off, there's no like 3D models on the buildings. You know, they just pasted photos of windows and window sills. Even you can see that it's literally just a PNG on the, like, a picture pasted on the wall. That's not a good thing. And I've literally, oh, hold on. Pop-up showed up. And then the other thing is, literally, I have seen people playing that game on the Switch 1 version, and like those windows are all blurry, so they don't even render in properly, because they came up with the boneheaded idea of rendering the entire map at once, which was never going to work properly with them doing that. And then I've literally seen clips of people falling through the floor. Like, this is not Donkey Kong 64, where it's kind of haha funny that there's no walls, you know? This is a Pokemon game in 2025. It should be much better. Spice, no one asked your opinion. Go away. Chikorita is not bad. Johto is just mean to grass-type Pokemon, and I'm gonna prove it. We are going to successfully use Chikorita in nearly every gym, except for the first two gyms. The first two gyms, I'm not going to be using Chikorita. And then probably the fourth gym, right? Morty, Chikorita can't do much against Morty, to be fair. Hooter! Hoot is such a good Pokemon. That's a great design. Actually, that would be interesting. You're not wrong, Karaima. Action RPG on a mystery dungeon game would be better. Now there's an item here somewhere. Is it here? 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 There it is. There's a potion here, by the way, guys. I did not know that there was a potion there until I started watching people do crystal randomizers, and that's when I realized that there's an item just hanging out there. I mean, that's fine. You know, people can enjoy whatever they want. I'm not saying that it's wrong for people to enjoy Legends ZA. It's still a Pokemon game. If people are having fun with it, that's fine. The issue is that so many people will ignore all the bad things about Pokemon games and just be like, oh, but I'm having fun, so it doesn't matter. But it does matter. We should be demanding that Pokemon, the #1 grossing franchise in the world, makes better games. It's not controversial to demand that they do better. But there's so many people that are just like, oh, but I'm still having fun with it, so it doesn't matter. It kind of does, though. You could be having way more fun if the game was slightly better. You know what else is crazy that I can't believe no one's been talking about this? Apparently, I've been hearing that the full Pokédex in Legends ZA is like 230 or something like that. That means that it has about the same number of Pokemon that Legends Arceus did. Meanwhile, Kalos and X and Y had a regional dex of like 450. Well, time to run all the way back home because this doofus let a Pokemon get kidnapped, apparently. Oh, it's absolutely too pricey. Oh, I've heard other things like about how apparently you can go around the entirety of Lumio City within a few minutes because the map is actually really small, apparently, which begs the question of how exactly does that work? Arceus was really good. I will stand by me. I will literally wholeheartedly say that the last good Pokemon game was Legends Arceus, and before Legends Arceus, the last good Pokemon game, which still had some notable flaws, was Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. What double jump? What are you talking about? I didn't do a double jump. But listen, Legends Arceus had issues, but Legends Arceus, like, changing up the formula in the way that it did was pretty good. I hesitate to say Ultra Sun and Moon were good because Ultra Sun and Moon were basically just Sun and Moon copy pasted with like one extra fight. 2 extra fights really, but whatever. Like when I ended up playing Ultra Sun and Moon, I really like when I finished Ultra Sun, I really thought to myself like, wow, I could have waited the whole year and not have bought Sun and Moon. I could have just played this game instead. I mean, Ultra Sun and Moon wasn't terrible, but you can really tell that Ultra Sun and Moon was like where you really start seeing the decline in Pokemon games. Zatsu, look at the title of the stream of the stream. Like, no, we're not releasing Chikorita. Chikorita's my baby. Oh, 100%. It is blatantly obvious that Legends Arceus had way more effort, and when Legends Arceus did really well, because it was a Pokemon game that emphasized catching way more than battling, and it was a bit more open. It wasn't fully open world, but each individual area was way more open world than any Pokemon game before it. So there was genuine reason to buy Legends Arceus. When Legends Arceus ended up doing so well, it was more confirmation that Game Freak can do whatever they want with Pokemon, and it would sell because it has the name Pokemon on it. Now, that's what gives us stuff like Sword and Shield, and that's what gives us stuff like Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus looks way worse than, sorry, Legends ZA rather, looks way worse to me than Legends Arceus did. I enjoy Legends Arceus. I played that game a lot. I did not regret buying Legends Arceus. I do regret buying Brilliant Diamond. I do somewhat regret buying Scarlet and Violet. I am not buying Legends ZA because I don't want that regret again. If I buy Legends ZA in the future, it would be a used copy only. I will never be buying that game new. And you know what's really funny, guys? There are already people returning Legends ZA. Apparently GameStop put up on social media that someone got Legend ZA for like $30 or $40 or something like that because they like traded in some games and bought it used. Like, how is it that how can you already get a used copy of Legends ZA 3 days after its release? I agree with Urgot. Legends Arceus actually, people forget this. People keep saying that Legends Arceus did not get DLC. Yes, it did. Legends Arceus did get DLC because the mass outbreak system was DLC for Legends Arceus. It just wasn't promoted heavily. It was not advertised. They announced it the day that it came out. I believe it was like the day that it came out or like immediately before it came out, where they were like, we're adding DLC to this game. It's going to be these mass outbreaks. That's the thing. Patch for free, but a patch for free is technically still DLC. Right, you have to hit that. First off, you gotta go to move. I always hated this. You have to go to the move tab in order to switch the order of moves around. We finally have Razor Leaf, which means we're gonna have a great time against Geodudes soon. Also, you know what's really weird about Chikorita? Like when you go into the stats screen and it swings the leaf around, how adorable is that, dude? This is what Pokemon doesn't have anymore. Look at this little cute little animation when you go into Chikorita's screen, right? They don't do stuff like this anymore. I will die on the hill that sprites were better. I would assume you can release Pokemon in ZA. Oh, also, another point against Legend ZA. What did they do to poor Feraligatr? Like, they could have came up with so many badass designs for a Mega Feraligatr, and they made Totodile Head. Yeah, what's his name, guys? I actually always name him Silver. For, you know, reasons. I mean, I want more Legends games. I like the system in Legends. I enjoyed Pokemon Legends Arceus enough. And I also always wanted more Kalos content. So theoretically, Legends ZA should be everything that I want. But then I see how they just don't put effort into it. And it just makes me so upset. I just name him Silver because that's actually who he is. I give him his real name. I actually I like naming, oh no, BDSP was a problem because Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, the problem with them is that they were supposed to be remakes, but they were just chibi remasters, which is a huge problem in my opinion. They should have had elements of Platinum in the game. I will say, so Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, what I do like is the revamped underground. I like the underground biomes where you could catch Pokemon, especially because a lot of the Platinum exclusive Pokemon are available there, and then in the post game you can like fill up the Pokedex with like just Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You didn't have to transfer from older games, which was really nice. However, they also then got rid of secret bases, which was one of the actual fun things about the underground in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So, you know, something good, but traded for, you know, something else that used to be good. And that's something that Game Freak does too much. Game Freak way too often takes content out of Pokemon games that was good and that was something that people enjoyed. Like, you look at Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did have the base system. You could create a base, you could go online to share your base, you could find other people's bases. And in fact, there was like a QR code where someone made a base in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire where you fight them and they have like a bunch of level 100 Chanseys that were like holding Toxic Orb so that they would knock themselves out, and made it so that it was super fast and easy to level up in the game. This was awesome, right? In Diamond and Pearl, we also had bases, just like we did in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. But for whatever reason, they decided that they were not going to implement that base system in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. That's the issue that I have, is that, you know, it was weird in that regard. Sword and Shield, I bought Sword pre-owned. I bought a used copy of Sword and Shield, and it wasn't until immediately before Scarlet came out, Scarlet and Violet came out, because I knew that they were going to do some shenanigans where Pokemon exclusive to Sword and Shield would be allowed in Scarlet and Violet for VGC, and I was right. Oh, if there was no trainer customization in ZA, that game would have horrendously flopped. If they did not have trainer customization in a game based off of Kalos, people would have actually, even the people that are like die-hard defending Legends ZA would have turned their backs on that game. That was one of the things that people hated about Scarlet and Violet, was that there's not enough customization in that game. Look, I'm not trying to say that Legends is imperfect. I'm not trying to say that Legends Z is absolutely imperfect and you shouldn't buy it. I'm just saying that if you are one of the people that sees how Pokemon games have slowly been getting worse and worse over time, vote with your wallet. That's all I'm saying. If you're still going to enjoy the game, then buy it. But me, I know that even if I enjoy it, I will feel bad about buying it, so I'm just not. Oh, I know you're not defending it. Oh, I forgot you got soft locked, you loser. Wait, Spice, how far into the game were you? I want to make sure that if I talk about Time Strangers, I don't spoil anything for you. But I will say, I have been having so much fun with Time Strangers. Time Strangers is a very fun game that has great graphics and has 200-ish more Digimon than Legends ZA has Pokemon, so, you know, there's also that. It's literally, like, Time Stranger really is so much like Cyber Sleuth, but better in basically every aspect. Alright, what's the part where you're soft locked, though? Where is the soft lock? I forgot about this trainer. Yes, full voice acting in Legends ZA. Not Legends ZA, in Time Stranger, and the voice acting for the main characters is good voice acting too. Some of the Digimon, I feel like their voices don't really match the Digimon itself, but also that's because I remembered their voices from when I was a kid. The Digimon games are not, like, if you're asking if they have a high skill ceiling, no. Like, hey, look at that, I was right. No, absolutely not. The Digimon game, so Time Stranger has multiple difficulty levels. It's got different difficulty levels. So there's a story level, which is where the fights are supposed to be really easy, so that you can just enjoy the story. There's a balance, so that like it's not like super difficult, but it's not going to be a walk in the park either, if you want to enjoy the gameplay as well as the story. And then there's like 3 high difficulty levels if you want to focus more on the gameplay rather than the story. There's New Game Plus for it, I believe, as well, which is always a nice thing to have. Hello, Mom. We are not gonna let you hold on to our money, because don't save my money. There are some things that are removed, but a lot of the things that were removed, from what I'm seeing, are things that don't make sense in this story. Like Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth, for example, had a lot of abilities that you can use in the overworld, which were called hacker skills, which made sense for that game because people who had Digimon in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's memory were literally supposed to be computer hackers. You are not a computer hacker in Time Stranger, so it would not make sense to have those things, for example. The farm was revamped completely. Like, a lot of things that you used to do in the Digifarm in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's memory, you can now just do at any time in your menu, which is really nice. Like, I'm not gonna say that Time Strangers is a perfect game either. Time Strangers isn't really perfect either, but I will say that Time Strangers is better than Cyber Sleuth in my opinion. Oh, I found one. Oh, it's female. We're gonna knock this one out. I hate being that person, but I do want a male Geodude because when it's female, its attack stat is lower. Save some Digimon out of Fire Pit? Was this before or after you fight Titamon? Oh yeah, Pokemon Gen 2 had a little bit of sexism in it. I understand what they're going for, but I'm still not a fan of it. Pokemon that are female have lower attack DVs than Pokemon that are male. It's in the digital world. Is this in your first trip in the digital world? There we go, I made it through the cave. You guys like how I can make it through this cave in the complete darkness? Oh yeah, no, I'm past you then, Spice. Oh, for sure, Otaku. I understand getting it. I did buy the deluxe version, which was $100. Oh, right after Parrotmon. Oh, you are like super early in the game then. Parrotmon was like... Oh, so that means you haven't even made it to... Oh, you're in the Factorial area then, right? Is that what it is? I did not get hit by any soft lock there, fortunately. Another female Geodude. Alright, we're gonna speed up the game a little bit here. I'm gonna see if hopefully we find a male Geodude. I do want to have one that's able to hit decently hard. Reason being, Geodude is gonna be very important. But it's female. You know what? I almost feel like having it at level 4 is worth it. Or do I? Nah, we'll knock it out. I've heard a lot of good things about Sonic Racing Crossworld, or Sonic Racing. Like the fact that it has Mega Man and Proto Man in it. That's not a bad thing at all. Wait, first... Hold on, you're doing your first challenge run of Time Stranger already? I might do that in time. I'm definitely gonna replay Time Stranger, I think. But I wanna beat the game once first. Oh, you can get kind of creative. Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth. If you get Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition, you can be very creative with the battle system because each Digimon has their own unique skills that apply to your entire team. And then in this game, there's a lot of customization in Time Stranger as well. Wait, why 6 out of the 7? Why not just go for the full 7? Which one are you not going to have in your party, and why do I get the feeling that the answer is Lucamon? Dude, Lucamon was so annoying to get in Cyber Sleuth. There's a male Geodude. Oh yeah, it's going to be like, it's probably going to be similar to Mario Kart. You know, a lot of people played Mario Kart online, trying to, you know, get points. Like, there's technically a ladder because you have like a certain, like, you gain points in Mario Kart when you win races and whatnot. Alright, I think that should be good. We're gonna catch this Geodude here. Where am I gonna train the Geodude is the question. Oh, that's right, 6 spots. Right. Forgot about that. I feel like I prefer having 6 spots over the 11. As much as it was nice to have 11 Digimon in my party, half the time the Digimon in the back, I would be keeping them in my party just to level them up and never actually use them. Whereas now, in Time Stranger, I feel like I have to be conscious of who's my reserve Digimon and make sure that they're actually good ones. It's so nice that all your Digimon just gain experience now. Yeah, we have caught our Geodude. What do you got against Barbamon? What did Barbamon do to you? Here, stop recording real quick. Let's switch the Geodude to the front. Well, the Chikorita is female. I'm not using them to counter Whitney. I will be using the Chikorita to counter Whitney, but I don't really care too much about... I'm not afraid of Attract. Chikorita is going to be my way of dealing with Whitney in this run, but I was saying it earlier, and I will say it again now. I am going to not be using this exact Chikorita for the entire run. I am going to hatch a new one when I get to Goldenrod City before I fight Whitney, which we will explain why. Spice, stop being that person. That's weird. Saying Lilithmon for obvious reasons. Ew. I will probably go all the way to Lance, honestly. When I did my Johto Nuzlocke, I also went all the way to... I'm sorry, to Red, rather. I will probably go all the way to Red. When I did my Johto Nuzlocke, I played Kanto as well, and went all the way to Red. So I might honestly do the same thing in this run, but the video will be me going from beginning to Lance only. If you guys have watched my video about Whitney and why I think she's the hardest fight in Johto, I do have hints as to how Chikorita can be a really good Pokemon in that battle in that video. Yes, Bayleaf actually is better for fighting Miltank, in my opinion, than the other two starters. Now, I hate saying it because Typhlosion is not just my favorite starter of this game, it is my favorite starter in all of Pokemon, but Quilava is absolutely the worst starter for fighting against Whitney unless you get really lucky and get a burn with Ember. If you don't get a burn with Ember, that is just torture because, you know, roll out. Croconaw is fine, Rage is a great move, but it's still not perfect. This thing better not poison me. Stop wagging your disgusting little tail. I hate how slow this is, but this is a very important experience right now. I also used for Alligator the last time I played Gold Silver, because that was my Nuzlocke, and I had to Noodaloo. Stop using Poison Sting. I know that's all it has, but it's still annoying. Heracross is a very good Pokemon. My only issue with Heracross is that in Gold... there's no issues with Heracross in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but in Gold Silver Crystal, the issue with Heracross is the fact that it cannot get fighting type moves until after Whitney. Yes, you can use a Pokemon with Dig. You can't have access to Fly yet, but a Pokemon with Dig can be okay. Antidote. Good thing I have this antidote. I'm holding on to the berry because I'm going to actually need the berry for when I fight against, what's his face? Bugsy. I do want to hold on to the poison cure berry for Geodude for when I fight Bugsy in this run. We're going to try... when I train Pokemon right now, I'm going to train the old-fashioned way. No rare candies right now. But I'm going to have to speed the game up while I do it, because if I don't speed the game up, this is going to take an eternity. Claire is definitely not easy. Claire's not like that. Kingdra is kind of tough. I stand by the best way of dealing with it is probably having your starter Pokemon simply use Leech Seed. Oh, not Leech Seed. Sorry. Use Attract. Which is funny because you get Attract from Whitney. Johto in general has issues with level curves. Okay, we actually managed to run away from a Pokemon. That's incredible. Alright, we're gonna not speed the game up too much, but when I do stuff like this, I will. I don't want to be in Pokemon Centers for 5 eternities. Where should I train my Pokemon? I can... Hold on. Wait, so Spice, did you just like... Have you started a new game? Like, do you have a second save file on Time Stranger, or are you just stuck and you gave up on that game because of it? Oh, that's not easy to do. There is not a lot of trainers in these games. Anyways, if you guys don't like the sped up gameplay, I'm so sorry. I hope you guys don't get seizures from this. But I really do need to... Oh god, no, I'm actually kind of scared of Poliwag. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I feel like I maybe should have caught that Poliwag. I haven't seen Bailstarmon yet. Oh yes, I did. Bailstarmon is the female one, right? Yeah, I've seen her. She's in the story. Kind of. Not actually, but kind of in the story. So if you guys have never played... I'm gonna catch the Poliwag just because I need a Surfer later on. Why not catch a Hoot Hoot? I don't need a Hoot Hoot. What I plan on doing is just catching the Pokemon that are going to be beneficial to Chikorita's team. There's a very, very specific reason why I'm going with Geodude. The reason I'm catching Poliwag is because I do need a Pokemon with Surf. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to catch a Ghastly, but I also have no use for Ghastly. Please don't lick me. Alright, Geodude's about to die. Well, we are not fighting that. I do like Hoot Hoot, but I don't need it, is the thing. There's like no fight in the game that I can think of right now where I'm gonna use Hoot Hoot over Chikorita. Again, the point of this run is to prove that Chikorita is actually a good Pokemon. Oh, nice. I will say, one of the good things about Legends Arceus that was a bad thing about Scarlet and Violet was returned as a good thing in Legends EA. I'm not gonna listen, just because I don't want to buy that game and I don't like it does not mean that I'm not gonna say good things about it when if there are good things to say, and there are a couple of good things to say. They brought back the shiny jingle. That should have never been removed, honestly. That should have been in Scarlet and Violet. I'm mad at Scarlet and Violet for not having that jingle. Oh no, my Geodude died. Okay, I love speeding up the game. If you guys have never played Game Boy Color games on VBA, you are missing out on the wildest speed up ever. It's like 100 times speed boost or something like that for Game Boy Color games. Not that I would ever play games on an emulator. I clearly am playing this on a very legitimate Game Boy Color right now. Auto Battle does not target shinies. True. However, it is very possible. Oh, hey, look, a Hoot Hoot. Speaking of double, it is very possible for you to not realize that there's a shiny in the area because you don't hear the jingle and you just simply didn't see it, or you're not looking for them. There were a lot of times where I was playing Legends Arceus and I was not looking for shiny Pokemon, but I would hear the jingle, and when I heard the jingle, that's when I would be like, wait a second, there's something here for me. Anyways, when does Geodude finally learn Rock Slide? Or, sorry, not Rock Slide, Rock Throw. Oh, God. Geodude's dead again. Alright, let me actually just go to the gym right now. Yeah, I meant rock throw. I think we should be able to go into the gym right now, and I think the level cap on the gym, if we want to stick with those, is 11. I think you mean 480, right? There's not 1,000 Digimon in this game. No, I just know that Rock Slide is a better move, so I said Rock Slide because I was thinking of the good Rock type move. Not that there's such thing as a good Rock type move. Don't worry, guys. I plan on making more videos in the future that are Pokemon related. Oh, there's in general? What? Wait, so there's way more Digimon than Pokemon. But you know what's funny? There's also never been an expectation that every single Digimon would be in every single game, because they've never done that in the first place. So if there's Digimon missing in a Digimon game, people don't generally get mad about it. Like Cyber Salute was kind of weird. That is quite a few. Rock type accuracy does not exist. I will probably be making a video in the future, because clearly, if we've seen anything from my videos about Claire and Whitney, it's that people will watch my content about Pokemon, thankfully. That's exactly what I was hoping for in life. So what I'm going to do is I will continue making Pokemon videos alongside my Battle Network videos as well. This week's video is going to be the Unova Lock run. Next week's video is going to be the next Mega Man Battle Network video. And I might focus on Battle Network a little bit more for the next few weeks after that, but I plan on doing multiple Pokemon videos now. Like I said, this run with Chikorita as my starter is going to be an actual video that I make on YouTube. What was I gonna say? And I also have a video idea in mind where I talk about the Rock type. Game Freak thinks Rock type is or should be the worst type in the game. Haha, joke's on you idiots, it's not. Ice type is apparently one of the worst types in the game, but Rock type, whether it's good or not, Game Freak wants Rock type to be bad. And yes, one of the things I talk about is going to be the accuracy of Rock type moves and how they are not. I am going to be playing all the way up to Red, yes. I hope you guys are ready for the strategy that I have, by the way, for this gym. Let me go, I'm talking about in general. I'm not going to be saying... So when I make that video, it's not going to be me saying that Rock type is good or Rock type are bad. It's going to be me pointing out that Game Freak dislikes the Rock type, and Game Freak thinks that the Rock type is or should be bad. And it goes deeper than just, oh, Rock type moves have bad accuracy. There's a bit more to it. There's more to it than that. Alright, we're gonna start recording here. No, my strategy is not gonna be to throw rocks here. I know it makes sense that that would be the strategy, but it's not. I will show you guys the strategy. Some of you guys might like this strategy a lot. This is going to look like a Nuzlocke strategy. Just watch. You guys are going to enjoy this. It will, again, it'll look like it's a Nuzlocke strategy. It will not be. Now for Pidgey, yes, we're going to hope that this accuracy drop doesn't matter, right? Because they're going to use Smut Slap and my accuracy is going to go down, and then Rock Slide or Rock Throw, sorry, is likely to miss. We only need one. If this keeps lowering my accuracy, that sucks. Okay, that lands. Good. Awesome. Superb. Okay. But I'm at -2 accuracy. We are at -2 accuracy. I don't like it. My rock throws might miss. He has Mud Slap. Mud Slap does super effective damage. I'm 3 levels high. I didn't realize my team was over leveled. I forgot that the level cap in this game is 9, not 11, Whatever. Chikorita will now eat a Mud Slap. Chikorita will barely take damage from the Mud Slap. Even if I was level 9, that would not do much damage to me, right? It's going to go for a Gust. That is 1 Mud Slap down, by the way. I switched into Geodude. I don't have berries, by the way. I should have equipped berries. That did more damage than it should have. But wait, now Mud Slap is super effective. So they're going to go for a Mud Slap. Chikorita's going to tank it like a champ. Now they're going to go for a flying type move. I agree. Pokemon music is great. Just like Balnark music is great. Pokemon music is also great. Okay. Now, we're going to switch into Chikorita. Well, here's the secret, butt bags. It's not going to take too much longer. That was 3. Now we do it this way. That was 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10 Mud Slaps. Now, Mud Slap has 10. Gust doesn't matter. Mud Slap matters. Mud Slap has only 10. So now, we will let the Poliwag die. This is not a Nuzlocke. I don't care. Yes, price is lower than Jasmine, which is the funniest and stupidest thing at the same time. Chikorita has use in this gym. It tanks Mud Slap for your Rock type. Now it only has Tackle and Gust, which doesn't do much damage at all. Rock Throw does not have its accuracy diminished. And there we go. Is Chikorita gonna outright win you this gym battle? No, of course not. A Grass type is not going to be doing very well into a Flying type, especially since it's a Pidgeotto, it's evolved, it's gonna have better stats. However, because the threat in this gym is actually Mud Slap, which can hit your Rock type Pokemon for super effective, by switching between a Rock type and Chikorita, Faulkner will be alternating between Gust to try and hit your Chikorita for super effective damage, or Mud Slap to try and hit your Geodude for super effective damage. They resist the attacks for each other. The accuracy drops on Chikorita do not matter because you're not fighting with Chikorita. Therefore, Chikorita actually does have a viable strategy in the first gym. Roost is so much better than Mud Slap. That being said, though, Mud Slap can be good for Geodude. We will say that, right? That, my friends, is how you beat the first gym. And then Elm wants to give you the egg. Now you may be wondering, are we also going to fight Bugsy today? Yes. Yes, we will be fighting Bugsy today. I want to get the Goldenrod by the end of the night tonight. Sure, I'll take the egg. It's not like I have anything else to do. But he won't use Roost unless you are damaging him. He can't use Roost at full HP, so literally all you have to do, even in Heart Gold Soul Silver, same thing, just switch between Chikorita and, well, actually, no, you don't even have to switch between Chikorita and anything else. I don't think he has Mud Slap in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. This is a Gold Silver Crystal specific strategy. There was a Flying type TM for them to give you. This is honestly, this generation should have introduced Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace should have been a Generation 2 move, not a Generation 3 move, in my honest opinion. Anyways, you know what else is nice about Chikorita? The dream at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir bottle, so you take this. It increases the power of Grass type moves. I got a Miracle Seed. I am not going to do Sprout Tower right now because I don't really need to. I don't need Flash yet. If I end up needing Flash, I will do that off screen. We just got the Miracle Seed. Miracle Seed is actually kind of a good item for Chikorita. And because this is a Chikorita focused run, we will be sending Chikorita out first here. Now here's the next thing. The next thing that Chikorita is good at is actually the Union Cave coming up, because you don't have to deal with wild Geodudes in this cave. Fun fact, the first 2 gyms... What is it? Half of the gyms in this game do not have any Johto Pokemon representation whatsoever, and all 4 of those gyms are found in the first 5 gyms, because it's Falconer, Bugsy, Morty, and Chuck. That neither of them have a single Johto Pokemon on their team, which is so weird to me. Never been a fan of that. This, my friends, this is important. This is one of the reasons why Chikorita is not a bad starter Pokemon. Reflect at level 12? That's solid. Like, actually, Reflect at level 12 is good, let's be honest here. Let's just speed through that. That's nice, dude. I'm not talking to you, you just have a neuter and female, I don't want to deal with that right now. We could grab the Great Ball, I got it to repel, I thought it was a Great Ball. If we go this way, there's a bunch of grass, or there's a bunch of water type trainers in that area, which maybe I can fight, honestly. Also, Whoop Whoop, I love Whooper so much. Whooper's incredible, Quagsire's incredible, Mudkip is incredible, Marshtomp is incredible, Marshtomp. Axolotl based Pokemon are 10 out of 10, top tier, incredible, wonderful Pokemon. That's what I say. Yo, I agree with Shattercoin here, honestly. Genuinely, Morty's team should have always been Clodsire, 10 out of 10. If it's an Axolotl, it's perfect. Oh, that's all I'm saying. Clodsire is also a 10 out of 10. No questions asked. Axolotl's perfect. Beautiful. Incredible. Clodsire is not actually an Axolotl. Don't care. Still perfect. Look at that face, man. How can you... He's just so happy, right? Like, how can you not love that little smile? You're supposed to be a spinner, you piece of shit. I think it would have been better for... It would have been better for the Johto Pokemon to be, you know, the main Pokemon of the game. Like, be the focus. Falconer would have been better if his fight was a Spearow and a Noctowl, in my opinion. Bugsy should have had... Bugsy should have had Ariados on his team as his ace Pokemon. He could have still had Scyther, but I think that Ariados as his ace would have been better. And definitely not Metapod and Kakuna. He should have had Beedrill or Butterfree, maybe depending on versions or something. It's a little bit of both. I'm trying to like... So the point of this video is going to be to showcase actual evidence and reasoning as to why Chikorita is not actually as bad as people claim it to be. It can absolutely help newcomers, because even though this game is like 25 years old now, there are some people that probably have never played this game before. There are people that are probably getting into Pokemon now. Maybe their first Pokemon game was Sword and Shield, or maybe their first Pokemon game was Scarlet and Violet. Maybe their parents were like, hey, if you want to try the old Pokemon games, here's an older Pokemon game for you to try. If those people stumble upon my YouTube channel, and they see me talking about how Chikorita's not a bad starter, maybe they'll give it a try. But also, people just like... I've noticed the same is true for me as well. People like videos on YouTube where it's just like discussing an aspect of like a game or a TV show or a movie or whatever. So again, I made this video about Whitney and why I think Whitney is the most difficult gym leader in Johto. Well, people have that memory of, damn, that Miltank beat me up when I was a kid. Let me see what this person has to say about that. Of course. Because Johto is a very imperfect game. Johto is a very imperfect game. The majority of people that like it, myself included, and I admit this wholeheartedly, I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's a very imperfect game and still suffered not from first game syndrome. Red, blue, yellow suffers from first game syndrome for sure. This game has a lot of things about it, like Gold, Silver, Crystal do have aspects to it that are big improvements over Red, Blue, and Yellow, even though this game is not perfect. A lot of heart, a lot of soul, absolutely, right, 100%. An extensive post-game, the only game in the series where you can go to 2 different regions, right? Spice, your opinions of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal are completely invalidated because you want to turn my Totodile into shoes. So I don't care what you have to say about Johto. No offense. Anyways, here's my Chikorita helping me really get through this stupid cave. I think the biggest complaints for Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver is the terrible level curves, because they attempted to make it an open world game without having the ability to make it an open world game fully. If you think about it, once you've beaten Ecruteak City, like once you've beaten the Ecruteak Gym and you get access to Surf, you can either go to Cianwood or go to the Lake of Rage. You're not forced to go in one direction. They did think that Pokemon was gonna end with this series. No, they don't know how to make open world Pokemon. If they knew how to make open world Pokemon, things would have had level scaling in Scarlet and Violet. There was no level scaling to speak of whatsoever in that game, which was one of the big things that people mentioned about what was wrong with Scarlet and Violet. Correct. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Yeah, Miltank's not affected by its gender because Miltank is always female. Your starter Pokemon and Machop, guys. Machop. Machop suffers greatly. Muscle, the tradable Machop in this game, suffers horrendously from the female and male mechanics of this game, like to the gender mechanics, because it's a 3 and 4 male, 1 and 4 female Pokemon, which means that if you have a female Machop, its attack DVs are either 0, 1, 2, or 3, I believe. And the traded Machop that you get, Muscle, is a female, which means it has piss poor attack DVs. And then right after you beat Whitney, you can skip Ecruteak, go straight to Mount Mortar, and catch a male Machop for yourself. So the traded one is completely worthless as a result. Yeah, that's also true what Chatter said. Kanto is not really that open world because of that. There's still like a specific progression. The only place where Kanto is like not directing you to go to one gym before another generally is when you like have to choose between going to Saffron and going to what's it called, either Saffron or Fuchsia, because those gyms are like kind of similar in level, but otherwise, yeah. And then there's obviously Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, which is very like super linear. You go there, you go here, then you go here, then you go here, and there's nothing else you can do about it. Scarlet and Violet, it's open world, quote unquote, but it's gate kept by what level your Pokemon are. Like, if you want, you can take your level 5 Sprigatito and take it all the way to the top of the big mountain, which I forget the name of, and go find yourself a Excalibur at the very start of the game. You can do that, it's just not gonna work out well for you. No, dude, I will not be switching my Geodude out against this Coughing. This is, okay, I should have taught Mud Slap to this Geodude by this point. Full clarity that I'm just playing a random YouTube video that is just music for Pokemon. The first video was exclusively Heart Gold Soul Silver music. The second video I think is Ruby Sapphire Emerald music, which is why we have the Ocean Museum right now. And I think if I do stream more than 2 hours, which I don't think I'm gonna be streaming more than 2 hours, but still. Okay, just now don't soft lock yourself again. Learn from your mistakes, don't soft lock a third time, or a second time rather. And if you do get soft locked the second time, that's your fault, not the game's fault. I will say, honestly, I absolutely adore Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald music. But never enough trumpets, dude. I love the trumpets in that game. Poison Powder. Poison Powder will take over Growl, actually. Because it's going to be my moveset for a little while. Except for I'm going to get rid of Tackle at some point for Body Slam. Or I'm going to get rid of Tackle for a different move, actually. What exactly is the soft lock? Because I'm trying to remember if I encountered... I don't know if I encountered the soft lock or not. Goodbye, little Wooper. This guy has Slowpokes, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Larry has a Slowpoke. He does have a Slowpoke, yes. Well, Chikorita obliterates that, obviously. Ruby Sapphire Emerald music is really good. Any game that has good music on the Game Boy Advance, given that Game Boy Advance is kind of limited in its sound profile, any game that has like actual good music on the Game Boy Advance is impressive. And that includes Battle.Network games. Battle.Network games have incredible music, especially Battle.Network 6 especially. You can tell that Capcom really knew what to do with the Game Boy Advance's sound profile to make good music by the time they got to Battle.Network 6. The entire Battle.Network series had good music, but Battle.Network 6 music honestly hits different. And then Mega Man Zero also has really good music as well. Hi, little Whoopers. Oh, we are not fighting a Zubat. No. Battle.Network is so good with their music. I never got to play Coliseum, actually. I didn't have a Game Boy, or not Game Boy. I didn't have a GameCube growing up, so I never got to actually play Coliseum or XD, but I know that they're very difficult games, and people actually enjoy them for their high difficulty. Final part where you have to save 3 groups of Digimon to get the batteries, you need to go to the boss of the mission. Right, and put the battery. Right. Oh. I don't think I interacted with the terminals until I had all the batteries. Oh. Yeah, I didn't... Yeah. Oh, shoot. Ooh, I don't remember. When's the last time I saved this game? Because I accidentally just didn't evolve my Chikorita. Oops. Oh no, guys, my Chikorita didn't evolve. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. We're gonna have to restart the game real quick. Nope, that's the wrong. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I need to... I made a boo-boo. I was speeding up the game and didn't realize that my Chikorita was level 16 and about to evolve. So now... I am level 16 and still have a Chikorita instead of a Bayleaf. Hold on, guys. Let me just real quick Wow. I see. Huh, this Chikorita has pretty good speed. I mean, I have no way of knowing that. It's not like I'm looking at their IVs or anything. Why not evolve it on 17? Oh wow, this Johto has really good attack and defense, but has 0 HP IVs. That's wild. Because I want to make sure that I'm not too over-leveled throughout the game. I was already all over-leveled on Falkner. I don't want my Pokemon to be over-leveled. I still want to treat it like a hardcore Nuzlocke and that I have a level cap. Because most people... I feel like if you're talking about Pokemon games and what's possible when you're at the same level as the gym leader, then once you're higher levels, the same things still apply. Okay, hold on though. Okay, don't worry guys. I definitely was not just... I totally was not simply going into PK Hex to cheat or anything. What time is it? It's actually 9:17 game, thank you. Look guys, my Chikorita evolved, yay! My Chikorita is level 16, so it evolved into a Bayleaf. Hooray! Alright, well, goodbye you. And goodbye you. Before we continue, I will say that I, unlike in all my Nuzlocks, this time I came prepared. We have pictures this time. I have pictures this time. There's Bayleaf. Here are Bayleaf's base stats. This real quick because it's kind of edit. Crop the right side of it. So I can do that. Ta-da! We have a Bayleaf now. I bring it a little bit lower. That leaf is right on. There we go. See guys, we have a Bayleaf now. Jesus Christ, Shatters. At this point I wouldn't be surprised. Given the other mechanics that we have for evolution so far. Did you guys know that in order to evolve a what's it called? Oh my god, what am I doing? Inkay. In order to evolve Inkay into Malamar, you have to flip your console upside down, and in order to Mega Evolve it, you have to throw the console at the wall. You are not a good Samaritan, my guy, but whatever. Oh, Bulio. Wait, there's a randomizer for Times Ranger? That's sick. Does it randomize Digivolutions as well? Because that'd be awesome if it does. I made that second part up, yes. Do not throw your switches at the wall to Mega Evolve, please. And if you do, it's your fault for listening to the YouTuber. What were some of the other weird evolution methods? Malamar's the most well-known one, but wasn't there like another one that was really stupid? Exactly, why were you questioning that? No, Otaku Guy, don't do it, I was kidding. Do not throw your switch at the wall, that will not Mega Evolve your Malamar. What was the... wait. Why? What was the requirement for Runarigus? Jesus Christ. No, stop. I was kidding. Don't do that. Do not throw your Switch at the wall. Unless it's a Switch 2. Then throw it. Throw it as far as you can. Alright, well, we're gonna have to fight Team Rocket now, but this is not important, so we're just gonna rock throw them to death. Also, I don't want to overlevel my Pokemon like I said, so... Oh no, I'm poisoned. Take 49 plus damage without dying and walking under the stone arch in wild area too. Oh, but I thought but that's not like something with the physical console. Fun fact, guys, just like in Generation 1, if you get a KO in this generation, you don't take the poison damage. Kind of funny. Oh, which is their magnitude. Awesome. We don't need Mudslap after all. You guys want to see how you beat this guy's coughing? Here's how you beat coughing. Start recording in the middle of the battle. This is how you beat the coughing. I'll take it. It's not a 10, but 6 ain't bad. Man, that magnitude 6 kind of sucked, actually. I don't remember any evolutions requiring the camera. Another magnitude 6 is fine. Yeah, that's how you beat the coughing. I feel like Geodude actually is a very good teammate for Bayleaf because it's gonna cover its weaknesses against Flying and Bug for the first 2 gyms. And it's gonna deal with Poison type Pokemon because of its ground typing. So Geodude is an incredible teammate for Chikorita. I'm gonna give you the Lure Ball, and then I'm gonna give you the White Apricorn. And now we could go fight the gym. Jesus Christ, Urgot, no. Wait. Gen 10 new evolution for Chatot requires you to scream at the mic, and then they're gonna ban it in online play because of chatter. Both Chatot and its evolution will be illegal in online gameplay because you can curse at people with it. We'll use Bayleaf in this gym just because I don't, again, like I said, I don't want to overlevel my Pokemon too much. One of these guys is a spinner. No, that top guy's a spinner. Ew, Paris. Ew, Paris poisoned me. No! What was it hitting me with? I couldn't read what it was hitting me with. That's okay, it doesn't matter too much. Poliwag, go. Wow. This Paris is clearly not the one for the anime. It actually gets KOs. Okay, we're not worried about the fact that Bayleaf got knocked out. I should not have been fighting a Paris with it, to be fair. Well, that means that my Kricketune will have no problem whatsoever because I have a beautiful singing voice, kind of. I'm scared, Mom. Alright, we don't even want to lead with Bayleaf in this fight. Yeah, we made it. Alright, here we go. I hope you guys are ready. We don't need to fight the other trainers. I don't care about the other trainers right now. I never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. Okay. Sure, whatever you say. So, the strategy for this gym, in case it's not obvious, is don't send Chikorita out. What you can do, I will say, Chikorita, you can use Chikorita potentially to set up Reflect, I guess? So I might actually end up doing that. But Metapod does nothing, obviously. I don't understand why they gave Bugsy a Metapod. It can't do anything. It should be a Butterfree, but whatever. It's fine, I guess. This gym would actually be slightly more challenging if that was a Butterfree, because then it could hit you with Confusion, so it maybe won't knock out your Geodude, but it would do a sizable chunk to it. Everyone thought Bugsy was a girl when they first played this game. That's the secret. Oh, I would absolutely trust Bayleaf to knock out Metapod, but I would not want Bayleaf to deal with Kakuna because of Kakuna's Poison Sting. That being said, yeah, that's very good. You keep using Harden. I will show you guys what I would do. Yes, he should have had Pineco, 100%. 100%, he should have had Pineco. His team should have consisted of... I'm fine with him keeping the Scyther. I think Bugsy's team should have been Pineco, Scyther, Ariados. Alright, now we're going to switch. This is completely and utterly unnecessary. But the reason I'm switching is because, again, Bayleaf has one incredible tool here. Reflect is very good. One Fury Cutter is not going to do much damage to you because it's at a base power of 10, which after stab is 15, and after weakness is 30, which is still weaker than tackle, for crying out loud. Use Reflect. Geodude, I believe Rock resists Bug. We're about to find out. It does not, but it doesn't need to. My defense is really high. Fury Cutter is not doing enough damage. And the funny thing is, you don't even need to use that Reflect. You could just stay in with Geodude. I just wanted to showcase. Yeah, use Reflect. Why not? Why not? Use Reflect in this gym. Geodude grew to level 18. I'm an expert on Pokemon. That's right, dummy. You're an expert on bugs. I'm an expert on all of them. No, Bugsy should not have Scizor, because Scizor should go on Jasmine's team. That depends on what you're trying to cut it with. Cutting a rock with a Scythe, not going to do much damage. Cutting a rock with a Diamond, maybe can do something. Fury Cutter is an amazing move until you realize that it has 95% accuracy. Like, unironically. Oh, wait, I can stop recording. I have not been naming any of these recordings. It's gonna be so annoying to go back and do that. Alright, we're almost there. I'm trying to think of what other teammates I need, and I think the answer to that question is not really that many more. I don't... Okay. I just need... I think I'm going to add one more Pokemon to my team, and you guys might hate the Pokemon I plan on adding to my team, because it's kind of a cop-out and makes the game too easy. But yeah, let's fight. This rival fight is one of the harder ones. There is no bigger glow up. My gym with the favorite layout? I'm going through all of them in my mind right now. I'll tell you what my least favorite ones are. Vermilion Gym, Lieutenant Surge's gym, pressing the electronic lock, super annoying. Olympia's? I liked Olympia's gym. I didn't think it was that difficult. You know what the nice gym? You know what gym I like actually, which is kind of a fun one that looks really nice as well? Grant's gym in XY. The second gym in X and Y, where you have to do the rock climbing, that gym looks incredible. Also, Geodude can wipe this fight on his own. Not yet. I still need to make it to Goldenrod City. I might actually have time to do what I plan on doing here. Oh, do I? I don't have a Pokemon that can learn Headbutt, do I? Nope, Geodude learns Headbutt. But honestly, I still think that I think the buff to Leech Seed is the biggest glow up, but the buff to Knock Off is the most impactful improvement. Wow, dude, great Ember. Magnitude, what is it with me getting a Magnitude? Can we get a 7 or 8 going, please, at some point? Look at this. That's not fair, you shouldn't have survived that. Give me a 10, right now. Oh, Bayleaf learns it, perfect. I'll get rid of Tackle for it. Oh my god. Lava, I am so sorry. I didn't mean it. I feel bad. I think I just manifested that. I feel bad. That was horrible. He did not need... Dude, Tackle would have knocked him out there. Oh my god. That Quilava's dead, guys. We're never gonna see it again. Oh my god. I actually feel bad for doing that. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have a Pokemon that can learn Cut either. I'm not teaching Cut to my Does Paris learn Cut? Wait, it doesn't matter if Paris can learn Cut. Oh, it does. Okay. Paris and I should both learn Cut, so I was fine either way. Geo God, honestly. Honestly, at this point. Right? Silver's Quilava fails to live at this point. And he's like, you're a weakling. I'm like, okay. If I'm a weakling, what are you? Your Quilava just disappeared off the face of the earth. Alright, we will catch you. Begrudgingly, we will catch you because I need a Pokemon that learns Cut. Oh, I can stop recording again. So interesting to me that you're not obnoxious. Okay, good. So interesting that they put Venomoth that early in this game. Psyduck! You can walk. For anyone that might not know this about Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, it's not important to Gold, Silver, and Crystal because there was no limit to which stat you can EV train in this game. But in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when EV points were limited to 510, the best EV training spot for special attack in Heart Gold and Soul Silver is actually inside this forest. If you surf on the little lake or pond or whatever in this forest, you can actually, it's 100% rate of either Psyduck or Golduck. So that's how you EV train in special attack. And I know that because I used to do that back when I used to RNG minute Pokemon games. Alright. We have Cut now, right? We have Cut. We will give to Oddish. Very good. I will... Don't tempt me with a good time. I might do it. Alright. Genuine question. Do you pronounce your name It's a Quaza or It's a Quaza? And this is related because Pokemon. I will be 100% honest. When I was a kid, I did pronounce it Rayquaza. Now that I am older, I pronounce it Rayquaza because it's supposed to be based off of quasar stars. Or not stars, but quasars, which are dead stars, question mark? I forget. I really like how your Digivice in this game turns into a gun. That's the most Second Amendment thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'm all for it. Alright, headbutt person. Give me headbutt. Fun fact, once you get headbutt, you can use it right away because you can now buy headbutt in the department store. Alright, we're gonna speed the game up here. We're looking for a very specific Pokemon again. And it's available... Not you. It's not Heracross though, guys. Don't get excited. I'm not going for Heracross, unfortunately. It's not you either. Let me make sure... Alright, where are you? Where are you? Route 33, 42, 43, 44, Azalea Town, and Lake of Rage. Okay, I need to go to Route 33. Good to know. 33, 42, 43, 44, Azalea Town, and Lake of Rage. Okay. Then we need to go back. We go back. See, that's what I'm saying. I also grew up saying Rayquaza, but I'm a science person. And so when I found out that it's based off of quasar stars, I was like, it's quasar. So Rayquaza. I grew up on Quaza, but I like Quaza better, so I say Rayquaza. Or, hear me out, just call it Ray Ray. It's cute if you call it Ray Ray. Oh my goodness, you could get a... You know, I don't need this thing, but we're gonna cheat a little bit. This is like the worst Pokemon ever. Alright, you know what? I actually don't need you. You're not important. That being said, I hope you guys don't mind. We are speeding things up a little bit just because. Hello, Apom. Oh, there's a lot of Apoms. Remember, kids, Apom kind of sucks in this game. And by kind of, I mean Apom sucks in this game. I didn't know you could catch this early, though. This goes to show that even these games that I've played like 50 times, there's always something new to learn. I'm sorry I just teleported. It was an accident. Core black holes smaller than galaxies and the burst of energy. Yes! That's exactly what it is. I know, right? If it's nighttime, they're asleep when they fall off. Except for nocturnal Pokemon. Because if you notice, Spearow is sleeping, Apom is sleeping. If you headbutt and get a Noctowl, it's not sleeping. Ekans is sleeping, Apom is sleeping, because it's nighttime right now. If it was daytime, they would be awake. But also, again, if it's a Hoot, it's not sleeping. This still counts as Azalea Town, right? We are looking for a very specific Pokemon. We haven't seen it yet. I'll let you guys know when we have it. It is not Apom, though. As much as we like Apom. Apom sucks in this game, but that doesn't mean we don't like it. Apom is still a pretty awesome, fun Pokemon. It is not Pineco time, I'm sorry to say. Remember, guys, I said that we were not going to hold on to this Bayleaf forever. I specifically said that we are going to put it into daycare with someone, because there is an egg move that Bayleaf can get. As soon as you have access to Route 34, we can actually get this egg move immediately. We cannot put... Well, we can put Pineco into daycare with Bayleaf, but nothing's going to happen. We are looking for a Pokemon in Bayleaf's egg group that has a very specific move that I can learn early on, that I could pass on to Bayleaf. And those are dead trees, I guess? No... Still no, but I appreciate the fact that there are Apoms in these trees. That's unfair. God, I was tempted. Heracross is in fact Gen 2. Stop. No, go away, Heracross. Right? Here for you right now. We don't want the Heracross right now. I also really don't need to train this Bayleaf anymore. It does not need any more experience. You know what? Fine. No! No! Heracross! Okay, he's fine. There, you guys happy now? I have a Heracross on my team. Just kidding, I don't need it. I'd rather save the... Go away. No, Heracross? Heracross, not right now. Heracross? Please? This is not your run, Heracross. This is not about you. It's about Chikorita. You... Stop. No. Okay. Alright, well, these trees don't seem to have what I'm looking for. It was like, what, 4 Heracross in a row, which... Under any other circumstances, getting 4 Heracross in a row like that would make me so happy. Under right now circumstances, go away, Heracross. It's streamer luck, bro. Never heard of streamer luck? It's a real thing. Oh my god, a Razor Leaf actually one-shot a Spearow. None of these seem to have the Pokemon I'm looking for. That's a great question. Why didn't they continue it? Honestly, one of the best things about Eevee evolutions is being able to get them at level 5. So I do genuinely love the level 5 Vaporeon name. I love Chikorita. I don't... Oh, that was an accident. I don't think Chikorita is as bad as people claim, and that's what we're here to prove. This is Route 33, right? I just want to make sure I'm not... Okay. If you guys don't like to speed up, I'm so sorry. But I'm also starting to run out of time for tonight, because I usually stream until around 10. Thank you, Bethany. I appreciate that. We do need to show Bailey some love. Chikorita is not a bad starter. I will die on the hill. I will die on the hill that Chikorita is not a bad starter Pokemon at all. Johto is just very not nice to grass types. That's all there is to it. The only thing that's annoying right now is the fact that I am being held up by me trying to find... Alright, it's execute. I'm looking for execute, guys. I need an execute. I need a male execute specifically. I'm not really playing with restrictions other than the fact that my starter is Chikorita, and so what I'm trying to do is, for the sake of being able to make a video out of this run, I'm going to specifically be using Pokemon that are good teammates for Chikorita. And so I have Geodude for that exact reason. Geodude is a very good teammate for Chikorita. You know what else is a great teammate for Chikorita? Not Execute, but Execute will give me a very important move. Yeah, no dynamic. The only fighting type move that Heracross can learn is Rock Smash, and it doesn't learn that until after you've already beaten Whitney. Which I did make my video discussing Whitney a long time ago, several months ago, and that's exactly what I mentioned in that video. Unfortunately, Heracross should be good against Whitney because it's a strong fighting type Pokemon, but because it can't learn fighting type moves, it's kind of annoying. I don't even remember what level it gets Reversal at. No Brick Break, no. Brick Break was introduced in Gen 3, unfortunately. Reversal also is, like, kind of scary because Reversal requires you to be at low HP for it to actually do damage. Close Combat was a mistake. No, Close Combat wasn't introduced until Gen 4. Yeah, it's 0 flying fighting moves by level up. I don't remember how it gets Reversal. Its only fighting type move for a while is, again, the only fighting type move it gets for a while is Rock Smash that you get after you've beaten Whitney. This tree seems to have nothing, apparently. You know what the problem is? I might have to go through... I might have to go back through Union Cave. Come on, game. Give me what I'm looking for. I am so glad I'm speeding this up right now, because if I wasn't, I would be here for a while. Alright, we're gonna have to go back through Union Cave. Hold on. I mean, cross chop if it hits is good, but if it hits is ugh. Wait, it had recoil in this, John? No, that's submission. Submission had recoil. It also wasn't really the strongest move ever. No, cross chop is better. The cross chop doesn't have great accuracy. Alright guys, we're gonna headbutt all the trees right now. Where are they? Here they are. You first. See, this is what I'm talking about. Notice that the Hoot Hoot is not sleeping right now. The sleeping on headbutt trees only applies to Pokemon that are not nocturnal. Hoot Hoot, because Hoot Hoot is a nocturnal Pokemon, it is active at night. It is not asleep when you headbutt it out of a tree. And I love that detail. Ekans, daytime Pokemon, sleeping. Hoot Hoot, nighttime Pokemon, not sleeping. That is a good detail. That's one of the things I love about this game. You know what else I love about this game? Finding and execute. Granted, I could also do this with, technically you can also do this with, what's it called? Hoppip, but Hoppip, eh. Yeah, Hoot Hoot's best move is Confusion, which it doesn't learn until like level 35 or something crazy like that. Espeon with Bite, honestly. Remember when Bite was a special move back in Gen 2? Oh, hey, Pineco. Goodbye, Pineco. So this is a Pineco tree. Yeah. Okay. Please give me the 50-50. Alright, we won the 50-50. Alright, we have our execute. Gonna headbutt. Oh my god, I would have been so mad. I would have been furious if that had KO'd. Good thing this is a female Bailey. Let's try Great Ball. I should have been recording this. I was not recording it. Stay. Good. Good. Alright, now we have our execute. Awesome. Now we have to level up the execute. Whose only move is Barrage. This will go well. Do I have any more trainers that I can fight? Oh, I do. Hold on. Here's what we'll do. And again, we'll do this fast. We'll do it sped up. Did I fight you already? I did. Alright, these trainers I didn't fight yet. We're gonna speed this up because I just want to get through it as quickly as possible. We need to get execute to a very specific level, which is actually not that high. We need execute to be level 13, I think I said. Oh, stones are terrible in this game. Stones are better in Crystal version because in Crystal version you can just talk to NPCs after you battle them, and then they will pretty often tell you that they found items on the ground, and it actually is the evolution stones. But gold, silver, evolution stones are locked post game, which is so stupid. Oh, I did not want to register you. Hold on, let me get rid of your phone number real quick. That was an accident. Let me delete. Yeah, sure, dude. I'll take your number. Ah, Smith plays. He made these games bearable. Okay, let me see if I can't just... oh, wait, no, Leaf Seed does a lot of damage to me. Leaf Seed does 4 times damage to execute. Let's not do that. Right, did I fight this guy yet? No, good. It's Ronald. He has a Nidoran. Goodbye, Nidoran. Magnitude 9? 7. Alright, good enough. I don't have access to Ralph yet, that's for... I haven't even fought Whitney yet. Alright, Urgot. Have a good night, Urgot. Thanks for being here as always. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, his name is Roland, dude. Okay, Hey, I misread that. Alright, hero. I will see you tomorrow as well. I can fight you now. Here you go. Magnitude 8. Hey, I was right. Yeah, that Nidoran doesn't survive that. Oh, you're right. I should be staying hydrated. Good thing I have my water right next to me. Headbutt, go. Alright, how close to leveling up? It's not that close. Do I have any more trainers I could fight? I guess I could fight trainers on Route 34, yeah. Okay, so we'll go to Route 34 now. Let's go back to the cave. Again, I apologize if you guys don't like the sped up gameplay, because I know it's very, like, jarring. Especially with how fast Game Boy Color games are on VBA. I, however, have been playing emulated Pokemon games for like 15, 16-ish years now. I always had the cartridges, but when I emulated the games, I would always speed them up, and so I got really used to being able to play these games while they're sped up. That being said, I still can't track what's happening in this game half the time. Yo, when you speed this game up on Visual Boy Advance, you see the percentage jump to like 25,000%, which means it's like 2,500 times faster. Alright, this way. Oh, I got. Oh, yeah, no, if I'm getting disabled, we're not doing that. Okay. Hello, Psyduck. Goodbye, Psyduck. Eventually. Cool. Hello, Oddish. Goodbye, Oddish. Okay, we're level 12. We just need one more level. Alright, we are not going to go for the Chikorita egg tonight. I will go for that tomorrow. But, just so we know what's gonna happen, at level 13, Execute learns the move that I wanted it to have. Then I will put it into the daycare with my Bayleaf, which is female. I will get a Chikorita egg, and we'll have a specific move that I want. You confuse me. That's so rude, dude. The worst thing about the fact that I'm trying to hatch a Chikorita, however, is the fact that there was no way to speed that up in this game. No abilities in this game, which means no flame body. Sucks for trying to hatch eggs. Okay. We are almost at Route 34. By which I mean we are at Route 34. I guess I'll pick up Sweet Scent. I don't need it, but whatever. It's nice to have. Alright, we should fight trainers here. We'll fight with Geodude, actually. There's no reason to. You know what? We could fight this one with one Razor Leaf is enough there. A Spearow. Alright, so this will level up the Execute. I'm not going to speed up the game. At least for this part, I will not speed it up. Rock Throw hits. Gets the KO. Execute's going to hit level 13. Execute grew to level 13. Execute learns Leech Seed. I'm sure most of you probably realize where I was going with this. Unfortunately, for some boneheaded reason, Chikorita does not get Leech Seed by level up. I wish I knew why Game Freak made that decision. I can't speak for them, unfortunately. However, it gets Leech Seed as an egg move to the Pokemon that it can breed with are Execute and Hoppip is the other one. Hoppip learns Leaf Seed at level 19, I think it was, so Execute is better for this. Execute gets it at level 13. So once you have Execute at level 13, this one gives you... What stone does she give you? I know she gives you a stone, I just don't remember which one it is when you battle her, I think. I think Gina gives you just the Leaf Stone when you battle her, if I'm not mistaken, so let's battle her. Oh, I don't have to record this anymore. I sometimes pick up items. She's one of them. Yeah, okay. She gives you an item. I think she gives you leaf stone. This guy is just annoying. Get out of here. Yeah, some of the decisions made by Pokemon, by Game Freak and Pokemon Company are weird when it comes to designing your Pokemon. But anyways, that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I did heal. Okay, cool. Let me get rid of... I don't need you right now. And I don't need you ever. Again. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Okay, so... we're going to continue this tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to get that next Chikorita. Not this one, unfortunately. My next Chikorita is going to be basically the same thing. But it's going to have Leech Seed. So it's going to be this exact same Bayleaf. But instead of Poison Powder, I'm going to put Leech Seed on it. So my move pool for when I fight against Whitney's Miltank, actually for Miltank I might keep Poison Powder. My move pool for fighting Miltank is going to be Bayleaf with Razor Leaf, Headbutt, just in case I'm faster, Poison Powder, because Poison Powder. I lied, actually we're not going to have Headbutt. It's going to be Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, Poison Powder, and Reflect. That's the one. Right, Reflect. We don't get Synthesis yet. Bayleaf does not get access to Synthesis yet. I think it gets at like 20-something though. But that's going to be the game plan. We are going to continue this tomorrow. We're going to get a fresh new Bayleaf tomorrow. We're going to optimize its move pool for fighting against Whitney. We're going to show tomorrow that Bayleaf is probably the best starter Pokemon for dealing with Whitney because Bayleaf has a lot in common with Execute. Namely the fact that it has access to both Leech Seed and Reflect. It's just that you need to breed a new Chikorita to get Leech Seed onto it, which is fine. We'll do that tomorrow. We're going to prove that Chikorita is a good starter. Just not in the 4th gym. We're not doing anything to a Gengar. Anyways, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I will be back on tomorrow. We're going to continue this tomorrow. We're going to get the new Chikorita tomorrow. We'll get the Odd Egg as well. Maybe I'll speed up the game and see if I can shiny hunt the Odd Egg, just because that would be fun. For no other reason other than because it could be fun. And we'll see how many gems we can get through tomorrow night. I'll be on a little bit longer tomorrow night. I'll probably start at 7 tomorrow. So we'll be on 7 to 10 tomorrow. So an hour earlier than I was on tonight. I'll let you guys know on the Discord, of course, when I'm going live and all that good stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. And I will see you then.